Hey guys, my name's Tim Don, three-time Olympian, four-time world champion, and now I'm a Halo ID coach. I've been in Lanzarote, the European home of Ironman, on a training camp, and we're fortunate enough to have Jack here, who, as you know, or you don't know, is part of the Air Force elite program. Jack, how you doing? Have you enjoyed your time out here?
Yeah, it's been really good, Tim. It's been a great week in the sun, a lot of good training, a lot of long hours, and a really valuable week to start the season by learning and really being able to steer the kind of goals for the year and understand the body as well.
So you've been out here for 10 days, but going back a little bit, you haven't always been on the elite scheme. So, you know, in the RAF, what's your role within that before you became fortunate enough to be supported by them?
So I joined as an air traffic controller back in 2019. So I've been in just coming up on 6 years now.
Oh, cool. And then you've obviously worked all over the world, and then, you know, being part of this elite scheme, you know, what does that mean to you, and kind of like the support that you're getting allows you to, I mean, I've been a professional athlete, fulfill your dreams, but also it must be nice to know that you've got people behind you, backing you, who believe in you. You know, yeah, Royal Air Force are pretty big, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I mean, they're a huge organisation, and you know, the ability to turn what is a hobby, you know, previously into a full-time way of life is really good. The Air Force stands for four values: respect, integrity, service and excellence. And when I joined the Air Force, I joined not just for those reasons, but also for personal development, both physically and mentally. The ability to be part of an organisation which works globally across the world. And as I say, I joined as an air traffic controller, and they then gave me the opportunity to do this scheme and to turn this hobby into a living. And it's been a journey in which I applied for the scheme a couple of years ago, and they've now given me the opportunity to do that for a couple of years as well. So and in that time, that's a give back to the RAF as well, to promote them in a worldwide manner as well, to fly the flag for the British forces, not just the Air Force. And
but the Air Force more than the Army and the Navy.
Exactly. And we've been able to do that by going to European races. Hopefully I'll be able to get across to America as well and do that. But those values are still at the forefront of what I do every day. So to respect competitors, you know, the integrity of racing, promoting the service, and then also developing your own personal excellence, but giving that back to the association as well, specifically the RAF, but also the Royal Air Force Triathlon organisation and the association who support me so closely, and then being able to give that back as well through that excellence.
And I think being a professional sportsman, there's lots of crossovers there, because it doesn't come easy. You know, Jack hasn't just been given this, he's had to earn it. To become a professional athlete, you need to, you know, be registered with the British Triathlon Federation, and you know, the likes of Alistair Brownlee, Alex Yee, who are Olympic medalists, someone like Chrissy Wellington, who's won Kona, they all had to go through the same process. They don't just say, yeah, you're pretty good, you can race professionally. You've really got to jump through hoops to get there, and then once you're there as a young pro, you then have to prove yourself. It's not like, I've got my golden ticket, I'm on easy street. And I think, you know, what you were saying about you know, the reasons you joined the Royal Air Force, yeah, it's the same as a professional athlete. I think you're now applying what you've learned there outside of the normal skill set, you know, to becoming a professional athlete. And I know I've really enjoyed working with you this week, you know, and I think, you know, the Royal Air Force Triathlon, you know, they've got to be really proud of how you're, you know, representing them, representing yourself. And yeah, no, I'm excited to see you. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. This year, I'm sure you've got some big goals. You know, what distances are you going to be focusing on? And, you know, are you going to have an A race, a B race, or are you going to try and be consistent? British, domestic racing, international?
So this year's all about learning. It's my second full year as a professional. The season opener starting at Ironman 70.3 Valencia, so it would be a 70.3 orientated season. I'm not taking the step up to full Ironman just yet. I think I need a bit more learning. So the plan will be to race at Valencia as a season opener, and then I've decided to do a bit more British racing this year to really fly the flag on the British scene. The first race being Outlaw Half Nottingham. It's a race I've done before. It'll be very much a learning race to work on kit equipment choices, nutrition, really dialing in for that half Ironman distance. And then a big calendar event is the British Championships, the British Middle Distance Champs up at the Lakesman Half in Keswick. That's something that I'm really targeting as a first day race of the season. I'll have had a couple of half distances under my belt by that point, and then a really big race close to my heart, and especially in the militaries, the inter-services standard distance championships, which is hosted by one of the services each year.
Who's hosting it this year?
I believe it's the Army that are hosting it this year.
They're not going to like it when you turn up, let me tell you that. I've seen you on the bike out there.
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. It's a great day out. There's always some good camaraderie.
Is there team points as well? Yeah, it's not just individual.
So as much as there is the individual race, it's all about the team race as well. And I just look forward to being able to meet with all the other athletes, and also getting to compete against our other services as well. It's a great day out and great competition.
Excellence creates excellence, and I think you're going on an RAF training camp with the triathlon, the rest of the triathlon community, and that's in Mallorca in a few weeks. And how many people? Is it a small team that are going, or is it quite a large outfit going out there?
So we're really privileged to be supported by such a great association in the RAF Triathlon Association, who are then wider supported by the Central Fund, the Royal British Legion, and the Air Force as a whole. We have the ability to do 2 weeks of that training camp. So I go out in the first week. That's orientated more around the longer distance athletes and slightly more experienced athletes. The whole coaching team will spend 2 weeks out there, and then the following week another group of around 30 athletes, so it's about 30 athletes on each week, and they both get the opportunities to go out and really get a face-to-face value with the high level coaching staff that we have, and really learn the sport, but also pick up as much information and learning for the start of the season.
And you'll be there for both weeks helping out and obviously training, but
yeah, I'm just there for the first week, and then the coaching staff will stay on for the second week as well, and they will continue to do so.
And the big question, how do you get to all these races? Do you fly on like a jet like Tom Cruise and those guys, or do you have to fly domestic like Ryanair?
It's very much a domestic.
Oh, I'm gassed. No, I'm only joking. Hey mate, it's been great talking to you.
Yeah.
I wish you the best, and you've got a great team behind you, and all the best for 2025.